I'm Red Snapper.
I'm Mr. Snapper.
And welcome to Project
Nutmeg. What was that little sound?
I gave her a little hug.
Oh, you gave her a little hug and she's like, yes, a good hug. She needs a little hug. Okay. Here's the deal. We've tormented our dogs with photography since forever. From blurry snapshots taken with actual film, the occasional disposable camera, to blurry pics taken with smartphones and real cameras. We're always trying, and not necessarily succeeding, to capture great pictures of our dogs. They do not make it easy, especially when we're trying to manage 3 of them at once. It's a challenge to shoot holiday photos with 2 people and 2 dogs. Now we have a 3rd dog. It's the insanity is like, it grows kind of like, you know how tornadoes, you F1, F2, F3, and how it's not just that it's like a little bit more, it's like it's twice as crazy. It's exponential.
It's like crazy upper level math that you don't use after high school.
Crazy upper level math that I've never used because I'm not a math guy, but I do know what the word exponential means because I'm a words guy.
Yeah.
That's what it is with dogs. You think we're just adding a 3rd dog, it's just going to be, 1 more dog worth of crazy. No!
It's like 5 times because they get
exactly.
They get crazy.
Okay, that's not what exponential means. But
wait, there are 5 of us.
There are.
Are we doing permutations or computations?
Okay, so you have 1 dog, right? You add a 2nd dog and it is twice as crazy. You would think that you add a 3rd dog and it's just going to be like just a 3rd dog more
but
crazy.
It's technically
it's
9 times as crazy.
So it's like 4 times as crazy.
Wait,
because it's twice.
It's not 9 times as
it's
crazy
2 times
because
2.
you have 3 dogs.
It's exponential.
So exponential, you'd have. Anyway.
In dog years, it's very challenging.
Look, we do words and entertainment, not math for a living.
If you want math, I'm sure there are plenty of YouTube channels.
Like and subscribe to the math channel.
Do that.
Is there a math channel? Like, that's the name.
We're going to find a random math channel and we're going to put it in the comment in
Absolutely.
The description of this so you can check out a math channel on YouTube. Where were we?
Tormenting our dogs. I want to try to do a holiday photo this year. Honestly, I want to try to do a holiday photo with all 3 dogs and us, and that is going to be insanity.
Maybe we'll live stream it.
Oh, that would be nuts.
Let us know in the comments below. Do you want us to live stream shooting the holiday photo with the dogs?
With 3 dogs. 3
Let us know in the comments below.
Now, it's a lot easier for us to snap the candid photos, especially when they're asleep. We have so many when they're sleeping. Oh, it's amazing. It's really no wonder we have so many of them just sleeping.
Bunches of sleeping dogs.
Working with backdrops can be fun. They've gotten some great photos of Bus and Coca at Dogtopia back when they were camp regulars, because they would set things up for holidays and then they would,
That's one of the things I love about Dogtopia is, when they do like a big holiday party thing and they'll set up, like you said, the backdrop, and sometimes they have little costume things that they put on the dogs. It's a lot of fun. Dogtopia is fantastic.
It is. Now, we managed to get an amazing photo of Bus and Coca for fall a few years ago. We shot a bunch of photos before we got the right one. And Buster really hated the hat.
He hated the hat. He looks so good in the hat.
He looks amazing in the hat, but he hates it. We talk about hats and costumes in another video.
With the backdrops, they're just wonderful with backdrops. There's no way to...
That's the best thing ever.
They'll like run through it and mess it up. They'll trample all over the portion of it that extends out onto the floor so that it's all bunched up.
They'll run into the weights that you use to hold the base down.
Or they'll decide to sit in like a terrible spot so that you can see the edge of the border, and then you have to go into Photoshop and like do fancy things to extend the backgrounds. And of course that's when you can get them to actually sit in one place. Obedience training has helped with that some, posing for photos. If they have a solid sit-stay like Coca, portrait photography is easier.
That's true. If they can sit and stay, it helps. So we photographed all of the puppies on the farm when we first met Nutmeg. She was such a snoozy little cuss, and she looks like a little furrito in her posed picture. Now we tried to photograph her again with some faux flowers the second time we saw her, which was 2 weeks later. She was 6 weeks old, and she wanted to eat the flowers.
Hey, Nutmeg. Nutmeg. What's this up here? What's this up here? What's this up here? What's this up here?
We still have some of the flowers left from that shoot, and she still tries to eat them
Every time
she can get to them. Yeah, she's
They're
like,
in the sewing room, and so
mine.
every time the door opens, she just rushes in and
Looks
for
for
the
them.
flowers.
so bad.
So we decided to take photos of Nutmeg on her first birthday, completing the look by putting her in a little dress, and she sat on an IKEA step stool. It was hard to dress the perch and hide that it was like just this boring, cheap plastic step, because she wanted to eat or play with anything we put near her to hide the stool, including the flowers, if I remember correctly.
We tried the flowers.
Yeah.
We tried to, I think, we had
We had the flowers in the box, so we had
Yeah.
we had a paper wrapped box, and I think we had the flowers sticking out of that. But she kept hopping in and out of the box, so it was hard to get an angle where you couldn't see the cardboard, right? You didn't like wrap the inside of the box.
Right. I just wrapped the outside and then it tucked inside a little bit. And my thought is, oh, we'll be able to hide the inside
Yeah.
and she'll fill it out and she'll behave amazingly.
And the goal was, of course,
So good.
a photo that we could use for show flyers, because that's very important. You have to have your photos, your pictures, you know?
You do. Well posed. Well, you know, put together.
It goes on the
Looking
poster.
friendly.
You know, you use it to like advertise a show. It's like, come see me.
friendly? Could you just look friendly? Could you just look like somebody
The
would want to pet you?
unfriendliest.
So mean. She's so mean looking. We tried to get the other two into the photo because, I mean, first birthday.
All right, Sunday, and we're trying to shoot Nutmeg's birthday's pic. Here's the setup in our kitchen, because we have a little more space in here right now. And we're missing a dog. Where's the Nutmeg?
Hold on.
It's funny, I started recording a video, a little behind the scenes video, and all of a sudden there are no dogs in here. Whereas before, they were all in here.
You want to try on this? There you go.
There we go. All right.
There it is. And that requires treats. Treats! So when the treats come out, everybody perks up and they get competitive so that they can get their treat. And all three of them want to be first in line for a morsel.
How does that work out?
So they look to the treat hand. So the treat hand is here and the camera is here and they're like, you know, looking over at the treat hand, or they scoot towards the treat, which isn't great because then they're like this and it's all neck and it's like a 1980s photo where it's somebody inside of somebody else's neck.
Oh,
or
yeah,
like the
yeah.
same person, you're living inside your own neck. So you have the profile and it's not great.
We'll have to find an example of this and put it up, because I'm sure the kids are wondering what the hell we're talking about. But yes, there was once upon a time, it was like the thing
It was the thing.
to do like a photo, like a profile
Like
photo,
a profile
right?
photo. And it would kind of fade
out,
and then
black, and then like
in the
second
bottom
person
there'd
would
be like, or it would be, you know, it would be the same person.
Or the same person. So
Like,
you see,
oh,
like, the
here's
front
the
here and
profile,
the
and then it
profile
kind of fades from their neck, and then you have.
I'm putting
someone,
in an
it's
example
like,
of what I'm talking about here, so you see what we're talking about.
You know.
Very dated. So anyway, that's like the pose that we're getting from the dogs, sort of. In fact, maybe we should just lean into it and do that.
Let's you know,
Let's
maybe
just go
that's the holiday
1980s Olin
photo.
Mills. That's the holiday photo. So anyway, like we're not professional pet photographers, obviously.
We're professional with. I promise, we're professional at something.
Some things. We were paid to shoot the puppies for the breeder, but that's like it. That's the only time we've been paid to do any photography. We don't know everything there is to know about lighting and posing pets. We're like with everything, we're learning as we go, and I don't know. If there's one takeaway from this channel and from what we do, I hope it's this, and that is learn as you go. Figure it out. Obviously, like, we've never really trained dogs for the stage before. We've trained dogs. We've done some stuff. But there's this, I don't know, there's this idea that there's always a barrier of entry to, like, doing things. And there is in, like, when it comes to affording the tools or getting the opportunities. There are definitely barriers to entry. But if there's something you want to do, you just figure out how to do it and you do it.
That's true. Well, you know, we were told that we didn't have enough experience to be married.
That's true.
And 30 years later, we're still, do we have the experience yet? I hope so.
We're learning on the job.
Woo!
We're learning on the job. I think, yeah, so that's pretty much what I wanted to say. You know, just figure it out. If there's something you want to do, if there's something you're passionate about and you want to do it, just do it. You don't have to ask anyone's permission.
Try it.
Yeah, try it. Give it a shot.
Yeah.
So, even though we faced challenges in the puppy flower shoot and the birthday shoot, we did manage to get some great pics that had some promotional potential for the show flyer for her debut. Now, they did not use those photos on the show flyer for her debut.
But we needed to have them just in case, because you never know.
You never know.
You never know, and it's far better to have the promotional photos than to not.
Right. We used the photos that we took to promote her debut. So
yes.
Even though she wasn't on the poster, we still managed to take those really good photos we shot, add some text. You know how this works. You're savvy about social media. You're a kid, most likely, statistically, watching this.
And they're fairly evergreen. That's the important thing about promotional photos. They're fairly evergreen, so we can use them in future as Nutmeg and I do whatever in the world.
So long as she doesn't hit a growth spurt.
Oh, I think the growth spurt is going to be the same as the middle-aged growth spurt, and it's going to be like this way instead of this way.
She gets plenty of treats for it.
Oh, yeah, she does.
So, as with most things, it should get easier taking the photos. It should get easier with time and experience.
That's true. Hey, and like marriage, right?
Like marriage, it gets easier with time and experience.
And experience. Be sure to like and subscribe and boop the bell for notifications. Drop by the shop for some nutmeggy goodness. The link's in the description.
And do you have any tips for taking better pet photos? Because obviously we're clearly lost and we need help. Drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. We really would.
Absolutely. See us next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.